I tried for a more elegant fade out than that, but it simply wasn't going to happen. Hello everyone, it has been a while since I did any kind of stream. And apparently I'm doing this one today. I decided I wanted to start a new game in Final Fantasy XIV, a new character, re-experience the thrilling story, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and, Hello. I am over here. Hello. Awoo. The game might be a bit loud. We'll see if we can do something about this. Hey, stay with me, game. So, hi. We also have, as you can see, an experimental new stream setup around here. I'm doing fine. My hand is doing fine. All sorts of things are going on today. We'll see how it goes. But welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. We do have to start with A Realm Reborn. But actually, while we're here, let's take a look at the opening movie. Why not?
A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the three great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the Astral Eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent Astral Era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
Who could that possibly be? Surely someone of no import.
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Sheesh. She is going to walk in the light of the crystal, thank you. And with that, I could show the movie here for Realm Reborn, but in the interest of not taking forever, I believe that will wait until the next time. Let's make sure that we're in the correct data center. We are. And I'd like to introduce you all to my new character, the empty character selection screen. No, there it is. Everybody say hello to Sucro Funk. That is how you pronounce this name, using the Mikote naming convention rules. She is but a cat. Most likely some kind of simple farmer. In my head she has a southern accent. We'll see if I remember this for very long. She's starting as an archer in New Gridania. I probably should have made her a dragoon because I think she needs to have a pitchfork, but we'll see what happens. So, I've already created this character, but the world was full after I did, so I was able to have the character without seeing the introduction. Meowdy. That's correct. And the world is still full. Let us wait. Let us wait in peace for the world of Famfrit to admit one more adventure. Did you know that hand tracking is very unreliable? In some ways? Look, I'm holding up one finger. Ah, the perils of being virtual. Look, I'm holding up 3 fingers. Anyways. There she is. Hello. Just a cat in the abyss.
Here.
Can we hear? Is the audio level good?
Here. Feel.
I don't think we have tactile streaming yet, so we're gonna have to pass on that one. Here, feel, poke the shiny orb. Poke it. Poke the orb. Oh, that's not good. Here, feel, kick some ass!
Here. Feel. Think.
Destroy the nasty man. Oh yeah, I forgot you get a preview of your job armor at this point. This man is not impressed. The bard set's pretty cool. Not my favorite thing, but I don't really mind it overall. We'll see if I'm actually going to stick with bard. Who knows? It is a mystery. Oi! Yes, I will be reading the text boxes, all of them. Yes, this will drain my throat. Y'all right, lass? I'm just cat. It's fine. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Yes, I'll do voices. That'll be the ether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Toot. Toot! But insistently. Hello. Feeling better, Kupo? Ah, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. Don't mind these two people over there. I'm sure they're not important. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Moogle, no. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Pretend you saw nothing, Sucro. They will think you mad. Just smile and nod. I remember 1.0 had even weirder intro cutscenes involving Moogles. Gridania is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see. I think this guy's shifted accent. Vermont's the name and Pedlin's me trade. This will happen a lot. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Alright, time to build up what the character of Sucro is. I don't know. Any of these? I'm no longer baby, I want power. I want power. You know, the regular thing. Power? As in, power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you best enroll in the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild either. Gridania's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a bow, a polearm, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. This guy has been Scottish and Irish already, I think. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Just gonna double check really quick. Okay, my computer fan is on. I think that guy said hull. What's this then? Ah! That's an arrow. I know those anywhere. I shoot those often. What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Bloody hells! We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. This guy doesn't have an accent. Those aren't... Oh, wait. I could fight. But not yet, because I'm in a wagon. I just have to be in a wagon. Such is the way of things. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party, though, eh, Luigi? This guy should have been my default Hotel Mario voice this whole time. Joking aside, this wouldn't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, so you just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? In character, sure. It is! Well, then let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest luscious forest in all Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the Calamity laid half it to waste. Destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. I'm sure we'll get to Ulfric Stormcloak, don't we? Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals. That voice was a little all over the place, but I needed practice with that accent, actually. So that's fine.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest,
Narrator mode?
close to the heart of Eorzea.
There's a narrator mode?
Beneath the boughs of its towering trees,
Underrated character
lies
narrator
the
mode?
woodland city-state of Gridania.
What is my hand doing? Hand, please calm down.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never
Nofika?
one to forsake her children, and today
I thought it was
she
Nofika.
welcomes another brave soul.
Oh well. That is the goddess that Sucro has
One
picked.
who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Hand thing, please. I'm just a cat. Hello. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By way of thanks for keeping me company. You got a nothing. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Because of the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, or become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Yeah, alright. I'll do it. I will become
May
a cat.
the matron
Well, I'm already
take
a cat.
her to her bosom, that she may never want.
Is that bit
And in her
of the
heart,
opening cutscenes
so
customized
serenity,
for which god you
purity,
pick?
and sanctity.
Cats are all about those things. Oh, it's not? So I just happened to pick the right one for Gridania. Well, I mean, it said as much. Final Fantasy XIV. That's the one we'd be playing today. I'm already feeling like hand tracking may not be worth it. And so, if you'll permit the slow of frame rate for 1 second. I have the technology for this. Ah, this is Final Fantasy XIV, you see. You there! Yes, you! Who? Me? Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I don't know what accent this is. I am Bertinant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. I'm just cat. That is all. So what does the default HUD like copy my settings, I wonder? Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Keep gamepad. Yes, I can do this. No. It does seem to have contained some of my settings here, I believe. So here is Sucro Funk. I can access the menus. Very exciting. Yes, I play this with a gamepad, by the way. If you find that disagreeable, I apologize. I don't know why you would exactly. Lieutenant, I know how to initiate a quest. You must talk to a person. I appreciate these tutorials nonetheless. Make Robin take a little break already. Well, if you insist. Right then. We are here. Hey. Why... Hold on a second here. Why is my arm doing this? I'm not tracking my hands anymore. Why is it over that way? Ah, the perils of being virtual strike again. I'm sure it's fine. Just imagine an armchair. Another green adventurer, I presume. I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Pan the camera. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mione within, and she will take you in hand. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. Your pet has departed. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. I'll do it. Shoot, my macros aren't real. I had a macro for sprinting on one of the thumbsticks, you see. But it's over here. I cannot use a sprint. What is this? I am not allowed to run. I cannot run free. Anyways. Hello. I'm sure you're a nice lady. Tell me about whatever we're talking about over here. Yes, this book. I will point at it. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Yes, ma'am. Welcome. Mione's my name, or Mother Mione, as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. I'd like to buy some real pants, first of all. Sucro is going to have a southern accent, you're going to have to deal with it. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well within our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that is to say nothing of the Calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me, 5 years passed. Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Dalamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call 1.0, I mean the Calamity. Scarcely a square malm of the Twelveswood was spared the devastation. Yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. There's going to be a lot of reading in this game, by the way. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the Calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing. Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have the adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Reading is fundamental. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. This is true in life too. Great or small, every contribution counts. Remember this. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Invisible quill. Oh, and I'd appreciate it if you used your real name. There is a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. Sucro Funk, And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? It's fine. Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. And yeah, this name is Lord Valid. Keep in mind that her father would be Sufunk, according to this. Look at what just arrived, another God's damned adventurer. You can tell immediately. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. Angry face. The elder Seatseer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not. Lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? Yes, you are. You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. 7th Hell seems to be the favorite hell around these parts. But yeah, I agree. Amusing aliases are real names a lot of the time. Pay that outburst no mind. He only meant to, counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood as of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds, and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on Old Mother Mion to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Quest complete. I wonder how quickly I can access mail. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mion, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Level 2. If you see this icon, that means do it. If you see this icon, that means you get stuff. I have 20 pieces of mail. Why is this? Let's see here. Is that a male Moogle or just a regular Moogle? Itinerant Moogle. I forget if that means male, if there's a separate male icon. Oh boy. Look, Mion, I'll be right back. I cannot sprint. Why can I not sprint? Why must Sucro Funk walk? Oh. Okay, I have to do the thing. Teach me how to run faster. I crave speed. It's fine. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you're a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Etherite. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Etherite Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Etherite plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you've located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you're to visit the Archers Guild. There's no better place to learn the arts of the bow. Speak with Athelina, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I'd have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need on her travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsemontre, and listen well to his counsel. Is it time for me to say French wrong again? I bet it is. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he's much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made this batch not long ago. You have your tasks, Sucro. May Nofika guide your path. Oh, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I'm certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of any realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. There's also this system that we forget about several expansions after this. Oh wait, no, we're not talking about that yet. I suggest you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Can I do this already? Maybe. Quest accepted. Real Gridania is now loading. There we go. I know what these things mean. Now we can begin to see the names of other players. Also, NPCs don't load immediately, so there's also this. There is supposed to be a smith here. There we are. This is a tutorial feature system thing, in a way, I believe. New adventurer, that's me. I don't need, maybe I can't do that actual system yet. We'll see. Right then, now we have free reign. Can I sprint? Yes, I can. Sucro shall go quickly. You are not a real Moogle. By which I mean you don't have mail for me, actually. I don't remember where the mail is. Probably in Old Gridania. I will attune to this. Gridania is bustling today. Greetings, adventurer. I see you're faithfully following Mother Mion's instructions. Allow me to offer a bit of instruction myself. I'm Nicaea of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Etherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Etherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Etherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Attune to all of them. They're very useful. You don't need to find all of them right now. Just do the ones in Gridania, it's fine. I learned to return. There is some dialogue I don't think I need to read all of. Map, map, map. I don't see any mail icons over here. And by mail, I mean letter. Receive letter through system of transport of letter. Not the other kinds. Oh, and if you weren't aware, the reason that the Realm Reborn logo is on the screen over there is a little privacy device to cover the in-game chat. Just in case you didn't know. That seems to be a thing that people who play this game often do. Better safe than sorry. Sucro is gonna get some mail. Over here somewhere. I've already forgotten where it is. Welcome to my habit of checking the map constantly in any game. Also, there's a festival ongoing at this moment, I believe. But we'll get to that if we get to that. Hello. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why would they ever agree to carry about letters? How can people see this, actually? Ah, well. 20 letters for me. Why do I have 20? Oh, jeez. Okay, thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Here's Goggle. Here's a cursor and a Fantasia, apparently. Here's a minion and some vouchers for swimsuits. Here's a minion and a mount, I think. Here's a minion and chocobo barding. Here's another Fantasia. Why? Okay. Here's another minion and another mount. Here's another minion, 50 Etherite tickets, a wind-up warrior of light, and another chocobo barding. Good grief. I guess I get all of these prizes. Here's a goblin cab. Here's Gilgamesh. What's he doing in this? Here's a painting of people we don't know yet. What are they doing here? Here's other various things. Here's all of Cloud Strife. Good grief. Here's all of Firion. I'm filling my inventory rapidly. Here's all of Zidane. Here's... I'm going to have multiple copies of Experience Earrings. Collector's Edition for Stormblood, and Squall was here. I can... Sun Wukong staff and clothes. Goodness gracious. Cloud. Not that one. I won't be able to make use of a lot of this stuff. First, claim your items and then discard existing letters. Oh boy. Can I select multiple? No. You have no friends. It's okay. Sucro, get lots of present. I don't even know if like half of these things can be used. Actually, most of these things are not usable. What do you mean no new letters? I should get more, right? Do I have to wait? Do I have to log out? Goodness. Use all of these things. I think you can still get some of these things. Like you might be able to like upgrade to collector's edition for things you own and get some of this stuff. Oh, you can't get the pre-order bonus items anymore. Never mind then. Sorry to hear that. I'm just gonna throw these away like a crime because I don't want to think about these, really. I don't want a skimpy swimsuit. That is not proper adventuring garb. Ah, I forgot to use this one. Whoop. I don't think I can even use any mounts yet. So, now here's a question. While we're doing initial cleanup of having started a new character, am I allowed to use an in-room immediately? Because I can just deposit all of this stuff in the armoire, if so. I refuse to breathe through my skin. I breathe through the internet. I am virtual. Or something. I believe I am supposed to have an established character that I stick to. As a virtual tuber. I can't say that without laughing. Right. In. I want to use the in-room so that I can clear my equipment inventory. Though actually, a lot of this is probably... An unexpected error has occurred exiting Final Fantasy XIV. Well. Bye. Sucro is dead. Game over. Oh, is that the mail? That's probably the mail, isn't it? Final Fantasy XIV. It's fine. Everything is fine and it's not bad. I can't improvise a song. Apparently I'm in an a cappella mood today. That's a Kirby's Dream Land 3 song, I think. Square Enix. Hey, that's not the one we're doing. Hey. Hey there. That's better. I feel like saying that A Realm Reborn is better than Shadowbringers in any context is a crime, so I should not do that. Anyway. Time to wait into the queue. Where did all this energy that I have come from? Am I gaining power? Okay. Sucro is waiting in a queue to join the video game that has a free trial up to Heaven's Word. I'm ridiculous today. That's good. This is good. This is content. Why is Gridania so packed with adventure today? It is mystery to me. I do not want to open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide in my default web browser. Thank you. I do have mail now. Okay. But first, let's think about, let's see. This increases experience. I can't see it. There we go. These are all actually... Oh, not all of them. I guess we're going to be Squall for a second. This is just fine, I suppose. This will be immediately replaced once I get more mail. I have a ring, apparently. Suqual. Yes. Should I get the mail first? Is there gonna be more stuff I want to put in the armoire? I don't even know. Someone is performing a performance. I don't know what this song is. Right. I think, by the way, I think the idea behind the unexpected error is more like it's an undefined error, one they didn't account for with like a specific message or anything like that. That would be my guess, at least. I am a cat. I am a cat. I am also Squall. At least a little bit. Not for long, probably. But it's the thought that counts, hey. What do we have now? Ah, the falcon. I don't remember why I get that. There's another earring. And this should be yet another earring. So our earring is immediately replaced. And we have more things to use over here. I guess I don't need to worry too much about, like, going to the inn room right away. Because, like... Hello, Prelude. The Rising is happening. Did you know this? I don't need to worry about going to the inn room right away. It's not like my armory chest is completely filled by things. And it's not like I can use a glamour plate yet, so I don't really need to store things. It will be fine. Let's go hang out at the marketplace, I guess. Let's go acknowledge capitalism, unfortunately. Hello. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Parsemontre, master of the markets? I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might consider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mion's handiwork, and more specifically her baking. Don't look so surprised, lass. I smelled that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. Fine. You can have a pie. That flaky crust is just divine. Very well, I am a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The last 4 letters of this dude's name don't exist. Parsimon? Okay. Persimmon? Person man? The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the Rosewood Stalls directly south of here. Blah 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 merchant tutorial. Go the other way for other things that you can buy. People sell things and you buy them with gold. That is all. Okay. Now, is any of this actually, like, better than what I have, first of all? Secondly, do I have money? I have 103 money, which is basically nothing. And I also cannot equip anything beyond my initial equipment. Regardless. So... I need to go back to the past. By which I mean the Archer's Guild. Also, it would seem my frame rate is not impeccable. So those of you who wish for such things may find this to be a disappointment, and I apologize. But it's fine. Yep, welcome to my wacky new stream layout. It's got stuff like, scene transitions. I spent yesterday doing this. The bits jar thinks that I've gotten bits, but I have not. But every time I scene transition, all of them explode into it immediately. Hello, Lucifer Evening Star the Wonder. How are you doing today? Archer Guild, it's over here. It's the Archer Guild. Okay. Cats don't use stairs. Cats do what they want. Wait. I went too far. Hey. Oh, there's a pole there. That is indeed how architecture functions. Hello! Athelina. Greetings, friend. You found your way to the Archers Guild. Do you seek to uncover the secrets of our art? Now that I think on it, you have the look of one who's received Mother Mion's gentle instruction. Very well. I shall give you a brief introduction to archery and the Archers Guild. The skills practiced by our archers allow them to gauge an enemy's weaknesses from afar and turn the tide of battle with a single well-placed arrow. That's not at all true. Should you join us, you'll be taught to do the same. Archery is practiced in Gridania, was born of two distinct styles of bowmanship. Thank you for the bits. You can see them go into the bucket up there. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Alizim, who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Mikote. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twelveswood home. Though the two peoples began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another, their two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art as it is known today. For a time, the bow was used primarily for hunting, but as the hunters vied with one another to prove who was the better shot, there emerged a group of archers whose ultimate goal lay not in the practical pursuit of prey, but in perfection. Thus was the Archers Guild born from the ranks of the Trappers League. It is the way of the guild to promote greatness in archery through friendly competition, and the results of our methods can be seen in the vaunted archers of the God's Quiver, many of whom spent their formative years loosing arrows at the guild's practice butts. I hope this gives you a better idea of who we are and what we do here. Do I see the spark of ambition flare within your eyes? If you wish to draw a string with the finest archers in Eorzea, look no further than the Archers Guild. Before you can enlist, you must gain subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Before you can enlist, however, you must gain the approval of the Guildmaster. Once you are ready to proceed, speak with me again, and we can begin seeing about your enrollment. Okay, I can't change class yet, so I gotta. So you resolve to join the Archers Guild? Indeed. The look in your eye bespeaks your determination. It'd be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Lucienne. Lest you not worry unduly, Lucienne is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not in the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucienne awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her, and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Very well, I might as well do this now. Hello. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to join our ranks. I'm Lucienne, the master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of that which we shall teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows one to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or a spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. Not true, mechanically speaking. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Any half-wit can bend the bow, but it is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? I will for now. Also, it's worth noting that Archer Bard that uses their harp as a bow, that exists in this game. One of the higher level Bard weapons is a bow that is simultaneously a lute. Perhaps we can see it on the market board if we so wish. Very well. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just beyond the city gates. 3 of each should suffice. In so doing, you'll prove your fitness to join the Archers Guilds. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. I doubt that it will trouble you unduly. Time to shoot some squirrel! I'm not really going to pay much attention to the side quests in Realm Reborn for right now, for the record. Now, how do we weave, first of all? Did they say the Central Shroud? I literally just spoke aloud, and yet I've already forgotten. And I also don't quite remember how this game is organized yet, so you'll forgive me. I just want to look at the quest log. But where is it? Ah, journal, of course. It just says take yourself outside the city. Very well. Stats, you say? Well, we can take a look at them right now. I don't believe there is a stat specifically for... Okay, there is. Dexterity is physical ranged damage and rogue damage. So, yeah, there is an answer for you. I need to go this way. Hopefully the rate of the frames shall improve once we leave the town. I'm always distracted by people performing. Don't recognize that one either. Someone was performing Steven Universe songs yesterday on a different server. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to recognize a song like Stronger Than You when it's only a single harp playing it. Actually, you probably wouldn't be surprised at all. Once it got to a certain part, then it was easy to tell. Battle! That's the thing I'm going to be doing. Now let me... I can't use these yet. Unauthorized to summon the mount. Gotcha. Now, battle! I can't do a whole lot just yet. Naturally. Is there no battle theme for this part? Must needs I activate it, perhaps? No, normal battle music is enabled. Perhaps these ladybugs and squirrels are not worthy of it. Oh, there it is. Just had to do the little area intro thing. So all I've got so far is heavy shot and straight shot. Heavy shot will sometimes proc straight shot, allowing me to use it. This much I do remember. I of course also do auto attacks. Ranged physical DPS has been my preferred role in this game for a while. But my preferred instance of it is the Dancer, which is the last one you can get. So I won't be able to do that for quite some time. We'll see if I actually stick with Bard, or if I try various other things throughout my planned stream in this game. But for now, we are a Bard. Or rather, we are an Archer, because we don't have the Job Crystal yet. I did main Bard for a time, but they've changed it significantly since I did. There have been a lot of changes in this game, overall. So I can't say that I'll like how it plays. We will see. Now here's a question. Do I have a hunting log yet? I don't. Understood. If I did, it would be worth killing more of these creatures at this time. But I do not. And as such, our task is complete here. As we casually pass by Mr. Doug Nasty. God, I love player names in MMOs. They're honestly one of my favorite things about the genre, is just seeing what other people have called themselves. Billy Nostali. That's a cute name. I appreciate it. We could return to the Adventurers Guild first, but let's go ahead and complete Archery task before that. Even later, when I do have access to the mounts, I will not be able to use them in a town. So perhaps get used to this relaxed pace for some environments of the game. But I'm sure you knew that already. Well, I wonder when I get Peloton, actually. Probably not for a while. That is a roll action that increases out-of-combat movement speed to you and those around you. Blackbeard Ghostface is quite the name. Welcome back, Sucro. It would seem you've successfully completed the trial. You've proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It's with pleasure that I name you an Archer of the Guild. As fellows of the path, let us together strive for greater mastery of our art. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not coddle you with personal attention. It is up to you to seek out the experience you need to grow as an archer. To this end, I present you with this hunting log. Ah, there it is. Written within are the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge. Should you find yourself lacking direction, you'd do well to refer to the log. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form until the movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawing breath, and the world seems clearer when viewed down the shaft of an arrow, return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. At level 5, we will be able to continue this. For now, let us return to Mother Mion. One of the best MMOs for funny player names is probably like City of Heroes and or City of Villains. Simply because of the superhero and supervillain theme, meaning that people give themselves ridiculous names with a theme behind them. I can't think of any specific examples that are great from those, unless I start naming some of my own ridiculous characters, perhaps. But just thought I'd mention it. The conquering hero returns. You've completed my little tasks, I trust? The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It's best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial a matter may seem. Well, I didn't really listen to any of them, to be honest, but nod. I'm thankful that you're an obliging sort, Sucro. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid in its struggles to come. Welcome to the Carline Canopy, a place of respite for adventurers like yourself. As you may imagine, the Twelves would have scarcely begun to recover from the devastation wrought by the calamity, and Gridania wants for all the help it can get. I hope we can count on yours. But I will not deny those. This seems like a thing that she's mostly already said, honestly. So I don't know what that was about, actually. Now here's an important question that I need to remember, is how do I rearrange my actions and traits? I might have to configure some of the cross hotbar stuff again, is what it's looking like. Now I don't really need to worry about this too much right now, technically speaking. But it's a little bit important. I do have it enabled. There we go. That's one of the things I was looking for. So we have this cross hotbar system over here. I will have to do a lot of rearranging of this. On my main character, I have it set up so that there's an out of combat hotbar and an in combat one, which I seem to have located as a thing that exists. You can change your set of these. 8 seems to be populated with some things already. Oh, it's not working as I thought it would. Well, this will be a problem to tackle later, perhaps. I don't have enough abilities to worry about this right now. To the Bannock. Sucro, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city, where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself, and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you do not stray far from the path. The Twelves Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Right. Let us see where we must needs be. This way will do. So the way I have the controls set up on my other character is that when I double tap the right trigger, for example, it would pull up a second section of the cross hotbar, which in this case is the one with the commands on it on the right, the treasure chest and whatnot. I don't know how to pull that up as is right now, so that's a little concerning. Oh, that is actually showing me part of hotbar 8, it would seem. I'll figure this out eventually. So honestly, we don't need to display this right now. I'll figure it out. By which I mean, I'll look at the settings on my other character and then copy paste them. probably. While we're here, creatures with this yellow mark above them are part of the hunting log, so now we have reason to murder squirrels again. Might as well, I guess, while we're on the way. Hey, somebody cured me. I don't know why, or whomst. Yeah, I remember the hunts being very good experience points. It's a shame that this is one of the features that kind of fell off. Like, later classes don't have hunting logs, I believe. I mean, it's not like the most important thing, but it was a little neat that these existed, in my opinion. I just figure might as well do these while we're here. This is more likely to be the kind of thing that I do while I'm not streaming. Most of the time. I do kind of want to stream most of the main quest stuff on this character, assuming that I stick with it. Ignoring the cat boy. What's with all these people running around in their underwear suddenly? Like, I've just encountered a bunch of people in the wild doing this now. Abruptly. Ah well. 'Tis an MMO. Such a thing is inevitable. Whether I'd want it or not, which I do not. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I did start this game when I first played it as a conjurer. I was a healer main for a while, until anxiety made it a less than desirable option. And I did sometimes heal people I passed by, even though there was not really a reason to do it. You don't get points for it or anything. Did I not notice that? Character name that exists on screen. Covered up. Greetings, Sucrofunk. Mion sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I'm responsible for training our Twin Adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The Twelveswood is much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral Era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new-sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the Twelveswood is ailing, its once rich variety of fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests, and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors, Sucrofunk. And now we pick a boot. That one. And now I can accept the new, Archer quest. And now I can have boots that do not match. Ah, glamour. It is 10 levels away, I believe. And quite a bit of travel. But let's continue this while we're here. I see you're eager to lend a hand, Sucro. That is well. But I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I've established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral Era, many of the Twelveswood's creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be of sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or above. Oh, okay. Well, guess I ought to do... Anyone got any side quests with presents for me? I did get a food that I can eat. No. Might as well. I guess I'll go do the Archer thing then. But of course, there's also a merchant here, so maybe I needn't do such. How much dollar do I have? Not very much. So this will not get me very far. That said, I might as well start having the chaotic fashion of a low-level MMORPG character. It doesn't look too bad. Optional eye patch. I will run back and do the archery. Oh. I cannot teleport yet, even. They gave me return, but oh, hey, hunting log. They gave me a return, but not teleport. I suppose I could cast return, but I don't remember if I made it my home screen. Also, it would make sense that I cannot teleport if I didn't actually activate any of the Etherite crystals. I can return. Okay. A little bit of a waste, perhaps, but not a big deal. Did they only give you teleport once you touch all of the crystals in Gridania? Perhaps? That would make sense. Well, I guess we have that to do. My mistake for forgetting about that. And might as well do this while we're here. Now then, let us consult the map, as we do quite often. Yeah, gonna need to start touching the crystals. I honestly think I completely forgot about teleporting between points in town somehow, because I was content to merely walk or run or sprint for whatever reason. That's familiar. That is familiar, but I can't place it at this moment. I've definitely heard that before. At least I'm pretty sure. Anyways. Oh right, I'm supposed to push the button over here. Hurrah! I have access to the Ethernet! Ah yes, attention span. It is a thing, indeed. I am diagnosed with ADHD. I don't know if it's so much that or just being distracted. I mean, that's also... Anyway, you get prizes for this too, so I should do it. Good evening to you, Sucro. I felt it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that you've grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Sucro, do you understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look. It is to observe with intent. Fail to do this, and no amount of talent with a bow will avail you. An archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail, lest it prove crucial to the realization of her purpose. I'm changing the pronoun in your text box, and you can't stop me. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. Hey look, there's a bunny. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I'd have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily to your heavy shot technique. When you've completed the task, return to me and we will continue. Oh, well, this will be a good opportunity to go around and activate the old crystals that we do be activating. Archery butt. Haha, it is a butt! The old curse of the stream returns. A curse that lasted for only several moments, but remained as an in-joke in my brain. The curse of the butt. Ah. Oh, I guess I destroyed it without even firing an arrow because I'm that good. Let's zoom the map up a tiny bit. Now find a target amongst the crowd of people. Okay. Ah, there it is. Nope. I guess all the targets might be in this first area, so I might not even be going close to any crystal. There is still more. Oh, I see it. Wait, what do you mean there's still more in this red circle when there's one target left? Ah. Very sneaky. I guess there were more targets than were necessary. That's fair. Just checking to see if anyone has equipment rewards while we're here. Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Yeah, the screen does get a bit busy. I've tried to minimize the size of some of the UI elements to help with that. But unfortunately, I do need a map because I have no sense of direction. Ah, you've returned. I trust you've begun to comprehend the crucial importance of seeing clearly. The next trial will test your powers of observation in battle. Travel to the North Shroud, and there put down 8 microchews and 8 opo-opos. In contrast to the inanimate and wholly unthreatening targets of the previous trial, these creatures may be relied upon to move around and fight back. Nor are these the only differences. Being comparatively numerous, microchews and opo-opos are anything but difficult to find. And yet, you may be assured that this task will test your powers of observation, albeit in a different manner. This time, you'll need to evaluate the abilities of your opponent. In so doing, you will learn, amongst other things, that microchews produce a poison that can quickly sap one's strength, while opo-opos, like archers, possess the advantage of range. Knowing their strengths, how will you go about mitigating them? If you commence your attack before identifying an effective strategy, you will soon be made to regret your folly. But if you take the time to observe your targets from afar, you'll surely glean the knowledge necessary to defeat them. I look forward to hearing of your success, Sucro. She's telling me to read the wiki before I do a dungeon, so that I know all the boss strats. I think what we should do while we're here is try and get other points of Ethernet in the town. Which we kind of have to pass by anyway, because I believe we have to go through Old Gridania to get to the North Shroud. Should be fine. Nothing to worry about. Streams like this will probably be a good way to practice speaking more, because I honestly speak very little in a normal day. I can feel the effects of having spoken much more than usual, but it seems like an important thing to have. Here we have the Leather Workers Guilds. Crowded as it is, Gridania is a nice place to be, I think. Especially in the rain. Miketo's Amphitheater. I was mistaking this for a different place for a moment. I'm actually quite surprised by how reasonable my character looks right now. Sucro is not cursed with any particularly ridiculous looking outfit at the moment. Back when I first played this game, you didn't get glamours until level 50, I believe. And a certain classes, boy, were you stuck with awful outfits. If you were, for example, a conjurer, a healer, an outfit somewhere close to 50 consisted of basically underwear with a shawl, and the pieces of the underwear did not match each other. And it was overall pretty bad. And also you had a staff that was a goofy talking face. I could do this for gloves, but I will be getting gloves regardless. And I forgot to touch the crystal and kept walking into the Conjurer's Guild instead. Because I was talking about terrible armor. Did I touch the crystal? I have already forgotten if I had touched the crystal. I did touch the crystal. I just kept walking for no reason. That's fine, honestly. But anyways, thankfully this game has allowed you now to unlock the ability to customize your outfit much earlier. So once we get to level 15 and the necessary area, and, oh hey Savage Devil Joe, and, okay, and, unlock the necessary quest and have a small amount of money, it's likely that Sucro will obtain a signature look that she keeps for the rest of our adventures together. So that's... what Ethernets am I missing? Probably the one up top. I say it's likely that Sucro will have a signature style, but also I'm the kind of person who makes new MMO fashion statements, like, on a daily basis, if not more often, if I'm playing an MMO actively. But I do believe she'll have an aesthetic of sorts that she might try and stick to. You can probably imagine what it will be, given the name. But maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you'll be like, wow, I didn't know that you're going for the aesthetic of a 18th century detective or whatever. I don't know what that would look like off the top of my head. But I'm sure that that's an aesthetic choice that you can make. I'm not sure what you're responding to, Isa. Oh, I am prolific in those things, I suppose. Did I just casually admit a positive thing about myself without thinking? You've attuned to all the Ethernet shards in Gridania. You can now transport to the gates and the airship landing. Hurrah. Do I get teleport? No. Okay. That's just not a permission that I have at this moment. Right then, we need to go to the North Shroud, which is to the west. Naturally, of course. Those wacky elves and their cardinal directions. Also wacky cats, because this is kind of elf and cat town, and also humans are here. Because they're kind of everywhere. And I guess there's probably everyone else here too. But you know. People are saying nice things about me in the chat, and it's on the stream because I put a chat box. I am realizing something about this chat box in my current format, and that's if you say a particularly lengthy message, the entire thing will not display. I suppose I anticipated most people speaking in shorter fragments of sentences. That's just the sort of habit that I have in most likely sort of Twitch message. Awoo! I have been told to awoo. The chat does not display things such as channel point redeeming. I think I've removed like most of the options for that by this point, actually. Oh hey, welcome to the part of the game that has fates in it, as you can see by the blue circles on the map. Let us begin to hunt. I might as well use Raging Strikes now that I have it, which is a temporary attack power. Oh, this is a level 9 creature. I see what they mean about needing to be relatively more prepared for this, given the level of these creatures relative to myself. But I'll manage. Awoo! Awoo! I've been told to awoo several times. I wonder if there's a way to make Streamlabs display channel reward things. I do have an interesting idea for channel points that I would like to share. I've had the thought, if I were to manage to stream regularly again, I would like to go and revisit some of the things I did Let's Plays of on my YouTube channel before I was who I am now, let's say. Things that I would like to redo as my new self, perhaps. And one of these things that I did in the olden days was Chrono Cross. And I've had a silly idea for channel points. Every character in Chrono Cross has an accent filter that they use. There are so many characters in Chrono Cross that the way they do a lot of the dialogue is they have a generic text box which they run through a filter. And my idea, since nobody has actually made a Chrono Cross randomizer, is to implement a channel points system wherein you redeem channel points to randomly swap accents of characters. And I will have a list of these character accents on hand so I know what voice I need to do for which character. And this voice list will include the accents implied by the game, as well as a few bonus things like my obligatory Hotel Mario voice. And, yeah. Other accents in Chrono Cross include Potial, French, Bad French, Pirate, Ted Woolsey's Super Nintendo Chrono Trigger Frog, but worse. I'm a-wooing a lot because of channel points. I was also thinking if I did this, there would specifically be a Potial mode button, where if you paid a substantial amount of channel points, I would speak as Potial for every character for a set amount of time. And that would require some inventing, because Potial says unique things. She has a bit of a lisp, and she says things like Pretty Miracle Power X30 Poo, and all that. So imagine that for every character if someone pays like a large amount of arbitrary numbers for me. I think that would be a fun time. Oh, I have Venomous Fight now. That's good. Anyways. I don't need to refresh that. So yeah, that's one wacky channel point idea that I have. Chrono Cross, the Let's Play does kind of feel recent, now that you mention it. But, I mean, things change quickly in life, is something that I've learned. So, it's probably more recent that I've become who I am today than I realize. Link's monologue coming up, hit the Potial button, yep. That would be the correct choice. If I do replay old things that I have done Let's Plays of, there are some things that I would cut from the list. I wouldn't do literally everything. I would not do, for example, basic regular Pokemon Gold, because I've already covered that enough. It's not very interesting on its own. And I have Vietnamese Crystal on that list. Thank you for the passing heal, whoever granted me such a boon. Yeah, the Chrono Cross Let's Play actually is, like, I don't know how old it is, probably above 5 years at this point. Quite old, most likely. But at the same time, everything feels recent. And an amount of time that feels long and also short has passed since I did a Let's Play of Chrono Cross, as they say. Pokemon Green bootleg would also be on there, on the list. I actually have the list on my desktop somewhere. There's a bunch of things on it. There's like Bomberman Hero. There's various Kirby games, some of which I've already covered more recently while I am who I am. One thing I would not do again would be Anodyne, because I personally do not like that game. From my understanding, I may be in a minority opinion on that. But it really does rub me the wrong way with the attitude of its presentation, and I don't want to subject myself to it again. I would like to stream things that I enjoy, or that are humorously bad to me. What else do we have on that list? One thing that might be mildly controversial that I wouldn't cover again would be the Super Nintendo Star Fox game, because I also don't think that that game is very good or playable. It was so difficult for me to aim that my only memories of that game are frustration and a slot machine boss creature. Might as well skip it. Star Fox 64 is on the list, and I'd be willing to play that again, but I wouldn't take very much time to cover. There's a lot of things. Jet Force Gemini is on the list. That would be something as an endeavor. Not sure if that would be the wisest idea as a stream. Jet Force Gemini is quite a lot of video game. There are many things. I need to find and slay microchews. Here's a pop quiz for you people in the chat. What was the first Let's Play on my YouTube channel? Do you know it? Okay, microchews are up. Oh, the Fate system. It's here. You know, you might as well shoot. Yeah, there was a lot of peer pressure in my past, I believe. I think that's an accurate statement. Anodyne... I don't remember it having a slur, but it did have at least a few jokes that were in poor taste. So that might be what you're recalling. And you're correct, Mega Man 5 was the first full Let's Play on my YouTube channel. And as such, Mega Man classic games are most likely also on the list of things to redo should I go down that route. I guess I should have been killing microchews first because they're level 6. Yeah, I think you could consider the post-game of Anodyne a joke in poor taste. That's fair to me. Super Mario Land was, I believe, the second Let's Play on my channel. Technically speaking, the first video with a voice in it was Mega Man 9 trying it out. But that video is absolutely garbage. I don't recommend it to anybody. Oh, another good thing that I covered that I would consider redoing would be Dragon Quest Monsters. I could always try and do one of the remakes of that happened, maybe. Sorry for all of this completely off-topic conversation, by the way, if that's bothersome at all. We are simply killing creatures right now, so there's not a lot to be saying. Oh yeah, it was a weird color hack of Super Mario Land, that's true. But I did also do a casual stroll through Super Mario Land at some point. And you're right, there was at least one part of Dragon Quest Monsters that was perfect, and it's when I put Pokemon announcer sounds over it. I keep doing Venomous Bite, even though I'm not anywhere close to needing to refresh it. My Bard Brain is not active. I probably should have waited a little bit before I engaged this creature. Did I ever play Dragon Quest Monsters Joker? No, I did not actually. The only Dragon Quest Monsters games I have actually played are the first one and a tiny bit of the second one, featuring me getting lost. So I did not actually play any of the Dragon Quest Jokers or any of the remakes. That would be an interesting thing to do. Perhaps. I also still need to finish streaming Ikenfell, because I did start that and I do intend to finish it if I can keep my good mood, like, present for long enough. One more microchip. I mean, while we're on this topic of conversation, if anyone has any, like, suggestions for things to consider streaming, like, go ahead, why not? I'm open to ideas. There are a number of more recent things that I haven't checked out under the pretense of maybe I will want to stream this eventually. Like Pokemon Snap 2, Monster Hunter Stories 2. I want to stream a randomizer run of Pokemon Platinum. I have had the file for that prepared for a while now. So I don't even remember the randomizer settings that I chose for it, which should be fun. Presumably, the usual kind of chaos is present. Psychonauts 2, I don't know if I'm very interested in. I didn't really enjoy the first Psychonauts. And I do hear that the second Psychonauts is very good. And I'm sure it's a fine game, but I don't know if it's a game that's personally appealing to me. Chimera Destroy All Monster Girls sounds concerning to me. And I don't know if I would even want to look at it. I'm wary of anything advertising Monster Girls in the title. Dragon Quest Rocket Slime is something I've never played and could be interesting. I haven't thought about Rocket Slime in quite some time, actually. I wonder how well that would work emulated, because I do know that it uses a lot of touch controls. Though, then again, I did stream Drawn to Life with a tablet for a bit. I didn't do the whole thing because it didn't really keep interest, I don't think, in me or really anybody. I also never finished streaming Monster Hunter, or Monster Rancher 4, because that was kind of sluggish as well, more so than 3 even. I've never played Monster Rancher Neo, which is a game that nobody likes from my understanding, but I've never played it and I've never looked at it, and it would be fascinating to experience it. They are also making Monster Rancher 1 and 2 remakes that are going to be released internationally, and I will probably stream those. And I hope they do a little bit of cleanup on some of the more questionable aspects of the old Monster Rancher games, but I don't really expect them to, but it should be mostly avoidable regardless. Anyway. I'm okay with some games that become sad games, but I don't think, like, Drakengard or Nier or anything by Yoko Taro would appeal to me for specific reasons. I have a lot of things that I need to, like, avoid looking at because frankly, I have trauma that covers a very wide range of common subjects. Regardless, welcome back, young Sucro. Tell me, were you able to put your techniques to good use? When faced with an enemy who can attack from a distance, simply raining arrows upon it is wasteful and dangerous both. The battle would be not more than a contest of strength. By employing the appropriate technique, however, one may bring down one's foe with greater ease and fewer arrows. For instance, you may choose to prime your weapon well and strike hard, or employ toxins to sap their strength over time. On the assumption that this fact dawned upon you prior to the fall of your 16th target, I can congratulate you on passing the trial. Look at his little cat face. Leia, Silver, what is your honest evaluation? Not bad if you ask me. The adventurer pulls a good bow and is enthusiastic besides. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Leia Aliapo, and this is my second year at the Guild. Your last name is more important than your role in the game may lead anyone to believe. It's quite plain that you have talent with a bow, but you must take care to mind your surroundings when you're pursuing a target. I had my eye on you for the duration of the trial, but not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings? That's rich coming from you. I'm a grumpy individual. Your every movement is wasteful, adventurer. Your back is crooked, your elbows misaligned. It takes you an age to prime your bow, and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summary, you fail on all counts. You have no talent as an archer. None whatsoever. I shall say it plain, Lucienne. This woman is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake and hers, we should revoke her membership. As I've always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand, never mind master, our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach her like. Well, allow me to introduce you to Silver, a comrade at the butts. The fellow was once at the God's Quiver, you see, and he can be a little opinionated when it comes to archery. Oh, but you mustn't pay him any heed. He's like that to everyone. You'd be lucky to get much out of a fossil brain. You'd be lucky to get much sense out of a fossil brain wildwood Alizin like him at the best of times. With him, it's always 12s with this and elementals that, and no offense intended, Lucienne. None taken, Leah. I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Although people may behold the same object, ever will they see different things. There's no right or wrong to it, for it's a question of perspective. What matters is the perspective we choose to adopt. You are possessed of bright eyes, Sucro, eyes that bespeak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust to them and to what they see. Go now and resume your training. I look forward to marking your progress when we next meet. And now we get a bow, and I will pick glove, because that's what I needed. Level 7. I believe this is level 10, yes. Now we are beginning to get a little bit more clown outfit. And I believe we need stronger legs before we are allowed to proceed with the main story. I must needs increase my knees or something. Presumably I should be able to afford something without much difficulty. Is that close to the markets? Maybe? 'Tis been a while. I don't think 'tis been a while makes any sense. It is been a while, as they say. That's close enough. Hello, Prelude. I'm not doing the Rising content right now. I probably should before it goes away, but, you know. I can do tricks. I'm gonna 360 kickflip my way over to the markets. Hello. This person's guild has the tag of Bunny. And they are indeed Bunny. 'Tis good to see it. Okay. Oh, that is just arms. I need armor. Tailor. Oh boy. Did I go in the wrong direction? Apothecary. Tinker, tradecraft supplier, arms mender. Wait. I forgot there was repair in this game. Might as well. Culinarian. Okay, maybe tailor? Like, you are just weapons, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the tailor. And so we buy us... I don't know how to say this kind of... I don't have the money for this. Right then, can I sell you things? Sells for 1 gil. Great. Oh, it shows you how much it sells for. Gotcha. So we're a little short on money to, like, do anything, actually. That's a bit of a problem. It's mildly a pickle. Must I do a random arbitrary side quest to proceed? How dare. Well... what do you want? You will give me enough money. Collect things and deliver them to the Lancers Guild. Will do. But first, let's get out of this crowded area where everybody is crafting a million things. Just for a second. And... let me see here... surely there is a sit. I will be right back. Warp. Hello, hello. Welcome back. I hope everyone used this time to take care of yourselves, do a little stretch, get some water. Water which looks completely normal to drink in a form such as this. It is time for us to resume our quest. Our exciting quest of engaging in capitalism in order to afford pants. So that I can proceed to become the most powerful cat in the world, slowly. How's everyone doing? How's everyone enjoying the stream so far? I've been having a good time. I feel like I've cultivated a sort of relaxing atmosphere here. This game will be slow in terms of pace, getting anywhere super exciting, but hopefully it will be entertaining. Ah, well, have a nice dinner then, Fire Seal. Seeing as this is a temporary side quest, I'm not going to bother reading the dialogue here. Don't want to indulge in Person Man's capitalism quest too heavily. Everyone seems afraid of this man. My intent is to stream, assuming I can stick with it, to stream a lot of this game, a lot of Sucro's adventure. Given the length and pace of this game, that could easily take, like over 100 individual streams. But we'll see how it goes, I suppose. I also intend to just generally stream more often. I would like to make it a regular thing. Regardless, here's all the stuff you ordered. Frankly, I have almost no aspirations as a merchant. Regardless, I don't actually know if I needed pants now that I look at things. Yeah, I did. Head, body, hands, legs, and feet. It is time to procure something that will certainly diminish my fashion power. No, beeswax oil and honey are clearly very different things. Such as the means that is used to advertise it as a unique product, most likely. If you just call it honey, less people are gonna buy it, but if you call it beeswax oil, then people are gonna be like, what's beeswax oil? I must needs acquire this mysterious item. It could also just be fantasy honey, I don't know. Let's equip. Okay, it actually doesn't work that bad. I've got sort of a matching color scheme ongoing. Sucrofunk is doing okay. That person's name was Enigma Innocence. This person's name is Momobaka. Truly, the scope of player names in MMOs is quite wide. Now, which way do I need to go again? That is the central shroud. Right. if I can manage to stream more often, on even a basis of, say, several times a week, I will be very happy. I hope that I can do this. I've been feeling strangely better than I have in a while recently. Even despite some difficulties that still crop up. But, 3 days in a row of feeling pretty alright is a new experience to me. I just hope that I can use that sort of feeling to bring something to everyone else's day as well. A sense of comfort, perhaps. Just feeling like I'm contributing something. And also, honestly, if I get any profit, I won't, you know, I won't say no to that. In the system we live in, earning money is a way to feel like you have value. Wow, this is getting depressing. Let's, go show off our outfit to Garfield or whatever. Oh, there was a cliff there and I just walked off of it. That's fine. Hey, there's someone using Peloton. I ain't got it yet. Ready for inspection, are we? Right then. Eyes forward, back straight. Yes, I think you passed muster. You'd be surprised at how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Sucro. Now I get a better bow. Which I already had, but that's fine. Ah, Sucro, by your tireless efforts, you've proven yourself a friend to Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you a mission of considerable import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I'm authorized to tell you only that it concerns suspicious activity in the 12-Sword. Say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. I have no choice, so I might as well do it. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling in the 12-Sword. And you may also be aware that Ixali activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that this increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Sucro. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in this investigation. Nod. You have my gratitude. With your help, I'm hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at Lifemend Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support, lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Perhaps the plot is doing something. Interacting. On some quests, you may find objects which you can poke. Wow! Incredible! I will probably poke that. I'm going to poke it. Whatever it is. Be it a pumpkin as shown in the example or otherwise. It is a cat's duty to poke mysterious objects. Oh, look at the nice rainbow. This game is pretty, even though I don't have optimal supercomputer ultra settings. Look at this funny mushroom man while we're here. Whoop. They pretend to be regular funny mushrooms, but actually, they are creature. Hello, Raging Squirrel. Yet again, a good character name makes an appearance. Doo-doo-doo. What do we have over here? Magicked blade. That's surely important. It's a bit of an odd sword we got there. It's probably fine. Poke, poke. Well, I didn't die, so let's look at it closer. You are about to enter an instanced battle. Instanced battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. You're gonna fight stuff. For the duration of fighting stuff, you're gonna be stuck in a small area to fight the stuff in. I am ready. Let us proceed to adventure. This is an extremely conspicuous location, for the record.
Look, someone's already here.
Wow, a voice acting. It's them.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in a stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Hey, is the audio fine? Because I've just looked over and noticed that my mixer is not moving. Everything going alright? Everything fine? Sounds fine? Alright. Well, oh, there it goes. Just a momentary hiccup. We'll proceed.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know? Why, the first time we came to the 12's room,
Is
we
this
almost
our
ended up
dark
as a trio
stranger?
dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place.
She
It
just
was
keeps
all
going.
Papolino's fault, of course.
No, not
He'd sooner
this
swallow
one.
his
Not
stuff
even
than
close.
admit that
Come
he's
on.
wrong.
That's what a Moogle sounds like.
You know her, Kuplo Cobb?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Khan seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
have little choice.
Time for fighting. I'll help. Now, back in my day, it was common for bards and archers, I suppose, to need to spread their damage over time abilities throughout the enemy group. Single target, one at a time. I don't know if this is still a common practice. But while my options are limited, I might as well. Having a little trouble targeting. That's fine. Very used to Dancer above everything else. I believe the intent is for the player to fight the less powerful enemies in this group rather than focusing on the boss one, as it were. I feel like there's probably an option somewhere to make it so that I won't accidentally target allies. I will have to look through all of the options and things and set them to how I had them on my other character. Duty complete. A shiny object. I better touch it immediately. It looks like I have no choice. Here, Phil, think bitches, what up? Probably not. Probably not what's going to be said here in a second. It's probably fine. I've collected one of the 7 crystal stars or whatever.
Here.
There it is.
Think.
Hear, feel, think. See, smell, taste? Touch. Always touch the shiny objects. Yeah, Gilgabot, what job do I get? Sucro looks like vaguely like she's enjoying this meteor shower of death and hell. That looked like a smile on her face. Or maybe that's just her resting neutral expression.
Crystal bearer.
I only have one crystal, and I just happened to find it, but okay. Yes. Hello, other crystal.
I am Heidelin.
Mm-hmm.
All made one.
Hi,
A
Dylan.
light there once was that shone throughout this realm. yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead.
Screenshot
Presaging an
sounds.
end
I wonder
to
if you can
life.
turn that sound off, actually.
For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
There will be a lot of seeing old scenes and going, I
The
think.
power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals
For all
light.
of us who know this game
Journey
to varying
forth
degrees.
and lay claim to them.
Get more shiny objects. Put them in your pocket. This game does have a really good story, which is kind of why I wanted to re-experience it. Even though Realm Reborn may be a little slow at times.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
I wish that they made a mount that was just flying around in a manner like this, honestly. That would appeal to me specifically, if they did such a thing.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
I'll do my best, Heidelin. Surely nothing will ever go wrong at any point in the story. Nothing.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixal
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as
Giant
always.
crystals.
I like
Can't say I've seen
Papalimo
it.
speaking in the background.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
I'm doing alright.
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Okay, that's adorable. Thank you, Kuplo Cop. The only good
Here is
cop.
where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
Bye, strangers. That I caught the names of, technically speaking. Tsukuro seems a little uncertain
I think
about
that
this.
sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
By a mysterious stranger who is named Ida, actually.
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplo Cop, do you?
I
And
could.
this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless... you don't know what's going on either.
I like these two.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
These goofballs. forgot a lot about these two characters, honestly. Like, some of the specifics of how they are, at least. Now here's a question. Since we... well, I can't really do anything about it. But since we've now experienced a cutscene with voice acting, how is the voice acting compared to the rest of the audio? Hopefully decent enough. I'm assuming it was probably fine since nobody mentioned it, but I would like to make sure. We've also experienced more dramatic battle music. So now is the time to notice any audio balancing mishaps. Hey, I found a weird sword. There's one NPC here constantly accidentally misgendering this person, and I don't know why. Anyways, Sucro, it is good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you've been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I'm relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lightning Stump? Someone is destroying things over there. I found a magicked blade, an ornately decorated sword found thrust into the stump. It's probably fine. Sword in the stump and a dead Ixal? I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It's a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. Buddy, you have no idea. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles. So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land, and have been with us since before the calamity. That's true. They did exist in 1.0. Their garb may appear outlandish and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the God's Quiver and the Woodwhalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Sucro. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We're fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will be able to continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. I added a few extra words to that text box by mistake. But it's fine. Roll action. You have learned shoot a leg. Not like Aleg or Allegon. We don't know about that yet. Just a leg. Leg graze. Shoot a leg. To inflict with heavy plus 40%, which is words that mean something. Anywho. Belfred, we have yet more business. Eggs over Queasy. By the way, this game has a habit of giving quests, fates, and other things very silly names and descriptions, such as this one. They will only get worse or better depending on your point of view over time. Best prepare yourself now. And remember to curse the name of Koji Fox when appropriate. Curse or thank, as it were. Sucro, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many as the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monren Gwyn, I don't know how to say these names, at Gilbert's Spire. He will attend to any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Get egg! Throw egg! Well, don't throw egg. Just get egg, give egg. Not a actual well-known Yoshi's Island level we've got going on here, but you know, it will do. Insect eggs, even. Oh. There are things around these parts that are part of my hunting. Very good. Might as well while I'm here. Multiple things, in fact. I need to get my Bard Brain operational and remember to lead with the damage over time. Leg graze looks weirder than I remember. Tia here is also a archer. Leg raise? Not quite, but close. Fate has happened. It feels nice to play this game again, I think. I was worried that I wouldn't enjoy it as much, or that I just wouldn't be able to, like, get into it, I suppose. But I feel like I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm having a nice time. Simple as the game is at this time of the story. So that's nice. I did it. We did it. As a team. There's a whale passing by. Pay it no mind. Anywho. The whale continues to exist. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Have egg. Here is your egg. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers' League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Woodwheelers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any Hyur who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Huron population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Don't forget to get vaccinated. Ah, we may earn a new piece of armor. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers. And, as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered halfwit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hearer Pauline at Gabinot's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Right, we have a task. Let us proceed. Ever so casually, as we do not have the option to go quickly yet. I don't remember when this game gives you a chocobo. I think it is not for some time. My brain is guessing around level 30. But I might be confusing it with the fact that in Guild Wars 2, level 30 is the time when you join an order. So I'm thinking of level 30 as the time that you might join a grand company, which I believe is important to receiving a chocobo. But I might be misremembering the timing. We have a high-level individual here helping out the new person, I believe. Well, that wasn't too bad. Ah, you think it's around level 20? That's good then. I am honestly more interested in level 15 because I, as always, desperately want fashion in a MMO. It is very important. I heard a noise, a sound of some sort. Oh, I've received mail. I see. Fascinating. I forgot the mail sound, and I thought that was like an invite to a party or a private message. Hello from the phone. I am in a position where I will repeatedly cause enemies to appear on me. Also, I just noticed that I also have the roll action Second Wind now. Which is a good thing to know because it's a heal button. It's important to be aware of that. Goodness. These Yarzons aren't leaving me alone. I wonder what mail I have received. What could it be? Hello there. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Here are some survey records, surveyor's instruments, and rope. Lamp oil. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you see. You say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelveswood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. I shall, with my new Himpen Acton. Wow! Which, nearby characters helpfully demonstrating for us in advance. Now, I know nothing about, say, like, historical armor. But I do know that the puffy sleeves on this type of armor remind me of a comfortable sweater. And also just like the quilted pattern of it. Sucro looks like she's a little bit comfortable right now. And that's good. Regardless, we have more tasks here. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of anoles at Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era, you see, forcing packs of the Scalekin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt, and also serve as a warning to the Anoles to remain within their territory. But I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Very well, it is more eggs for us then. I will give her an egg. Among other things. I will kill things and give an egg. Those were the other things. Slightly puffier than accurate Gambison. It is called a Himpen Acton. I think there are other things that they do call Gambisons. Accuracy of armor is likely to become irrelevant as soon as I gain access to glamour prisms. Ah, see you later. Thanks for watching. Now that Sucro Funk is real and exists in our world, or at least in this one, I suppose I can actually just go to a market board, most likely, and experiment with fashion and figure out what she will wear in the future. Awoo! The awoo command has been redeemed. I feel like I have to say that every time since it's not displayed anywhere, and otherwise people may be confused. Watching a VOD or a YouTube upload or what have you. Of course, most people who are likely to watch my content probably already know that I go awoo sometimes. There's a strange feeling that comes with calling your creations content. Also, I think an enemy is trying to get to me. That's fine. Awoo! I've been made to awoo again. I don't get any actual notification other than the stream chat telling me when it's time to awoo, so I may not notice it immediately. I apologize if any awoos are delayed. Ah, you've returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Sub Kamazam at the Bannock? Anole eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, the perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. I will do that, but I first noticed these various of fruit on the wall. Dried food item of many polygon. I just wanted to look at it. Okay. I have observed the polygon. And now it is time to return to the Bannock. For the record, I should establish now that the stream is approaching 3 hours, which is likely to be about the average length of a stream, even considering this game's sort of pace. So it will take a number of streams to progress. But it's more important that they're just a relaxing and fun time overall. I probably will need to stop soon in order to pursue food. Unfortunately, even as a digital being, that is required. Well, as far as population control goes, you might as well also eat the egg, I guess. Who goes there? Oh, Sucro, it's you. Another delivery? Egg. It is large. It is egg. I'm not certain I should be the one to... By no fika, that's an Anole egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say Hearer Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the Anoles are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Sucro. I've already forgotten that I've interacted with this character before, truthfully. Just talking about chats. Thank you, Koji Fox. Yet again. My bow has changed. And I have access to the next job quest. As I am level 10. Sucro, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I'd appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Sure. That's probably fine. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It's not really a dungeon yet, don't worry. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Actually, was that a dungeon in 1.0? Like a proper dungeon? I wouldn't know. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true, a shadow. The hedgehog. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion in the West Shroud nary a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught word of our plans, and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. I will. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time, so you'd best make haste. Well, this seems like a great place to, take a break. We're only racing against time, so I'm sure he won't mind if I wait until the next stream of this game to do this quest. Because I think it's probably about time to, stop for today. But first, we have some things to attend to. We must check our mail, and we must properly give Sucro a nice place to rest. I'll take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone for watching today. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I will be able to stream more often. It's nice to stream again. It's nice to play this game again. It's nice to see you all again. So thank you. Thank you for being here. It'll take a little while to attend to these last deeds. Maybe not too long. What could this be? Ah. It's an account-wide mount that I got from the Mog Station many a year ago. Ah. And who could this be? Why, it's Ekum Bokum. Character of Good Friends. That's her. That's Millie. She's currently in a location that I've definitely not heard of in character. But that's fine. Likely to show up on future streams, I would imagine. I do love to see Ekum Bokum. My goal now is to head to the inn and give this cat a bed to sleep in. Eventually this will load. Ah, the pachinko basket. That is a, well, Streamlabs refers to it as the jar, which means, well, when you give bits or donations, things will fall into it and bounce around, and it's fun for me and you to see it. Truthfully, I mostly needed something to fill space. But yeah, a little thing bouncing around. It looks like it missed the funny basket. Ah well, such is life. Sometimes we miss the funny basket, and that's all there is to it. So I believe, yes, an innkeep. Oh no, I don't have permission to use an inn room. Cat can't sleep yet. That's so sad, though. Why not, though? Oh. What's a cat to do in this kind of situation? Let Sucro sleep. Well, let's see. Darn, I don't even have some of the emotes my other character does. Well, that's alright. Sucro will be okay. Thank you all for watching. This has been Final Fantasy XIV, Part 1 of many, hopefully. A Realm Reborn. A funny cat begins her quest. Next time, things that were urgent, allegedly. More archery. And, maybe I'll get to fashion in a couple of streams, who knows? Good night, everybody. Bye.